in time. Someone please come quick, she done broke her heart again. And I didn't mean to go this far with her, cause she was just a friend. No, I'm not going back, not this time.
Hey, what's going on, people? My name is Terrell Andretti, and I'm the Narc's nemesis. For those of y'all watching me on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That helps YouTube's algorithm pick up this content and push it out to more people that need it. Somebody liked it for you, so make sure you like it for somebody. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the video description. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need advice, custom-made and tailor-fitted to your situation, make sure y'all book a session. I do all cities, states, time zones, and countries, so please do not let that deter you from booking a session. If you do not see a desired date or time, make sure y'all send me an email. That way I can get y'all scheduled, because I do weekend and evening sessions, but they are upon request. Yeah, so make sure y'all tap in. Y'all make sure y'all also check out my performance video for my song Regret Radio. It is a pop song about my narcissistic experience, and it is off my pop project entitled Supernova, which is about my narcissistic experience in its entirety. It is available on all streaming platforms. Some of the songs are available throughout the videos in the channel, and if you hear a song at the beginning of the video, it is my song. Also, if y'all want to donate to the channel, y'all make sure y'all check the video description. I got Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, all that good stuff. I greatly appreciate those of y'all who've been donating to the channel. I greatly appreciate y'all watching the videos, liking the videos, and just support me as a whole. We are almost to 40,000 subscribers, so let's get it. If you're looking for a soundtrack to your healing, make sure y'all check out Supernova by Terrell Andretti. But anyway, today I want to talk to y'all about the narcissist will distort your reality. And what I mean by that is they will try to create an alternate reality to where you question reality itself. It makes you confused. It makes you wonder, why would they do certain things? It makes you walk on eggshells because of their response to certain behaviors. You might have called them out on something and they might have denied it. They might have blame shifted. They might have lacked accountability. So now when you called them out on something, they denied it or deflected it or wouldn't take accountability for it so much, you start wondering if you are wrong when you bring stuff up, because they have told you that, hey, I don't think it's a big deal, or hey, you're lying, or hey, you know, that's not what I want to do, or this is whatever. And it's to the point where you start thinking, okay, is cheating a reality? Is lying a reality? Is the stuff I'm bringing up to them a reality? So now you start living in this alternate world where they're the judge, juror, and executioner. They run your mind, they run your thoughts, they run your life, they manipulate your emotions. So now you don't have an emotional identity of your own, because everything is catered to their emotions. Everything is catered to how they're feeling. Even the truth is overshadowed by their emotions. They're blame shifting, they're gaslighting, they're lying. And they have made you believe in this reality through several subtle instances. These individuals will make you think you're wrong for having standards for yourself. They will make you think you're wrong for, you know, believing in yourself. They will make you think you're wrong for calling them out on their shit. Narcissists do not like to be called out because they do not like having a mirror put in front of them. A lot of people ask, why do people have trouble with accountability? And it's It's simple, and it's the most cowardly shit. It's simply because they don't like how accountability feels. So you got to be careful with emotionally immature people, with people who lack emotional intelligence, because the reason why they won't accept ownership for the things that they've done is simply because they don't like the feeling of it. If you see somebody with these characteristics, everything you bring up to them is everybody else's fault but their own, you need to run. Because it's going to get to a point where it's draining. Nobody should be living like that. Because if they can't see what's wrong with themselves, that means they're going to see everything wrong with you. Everything wrong with you. And you'll start thinking, okay, you're the only... And some of these people have convinced themselves you're a bigger problem than you actually are. And it doesn't mean that, hey, you're perfect and, hey, you don't have your things. But because of the magnitude in which they will refuse to look at themselves, they have to make you, in their mind... It's the dangerous part when people say that in my mind or I feel, because 9 times out of 10, it's not the truth. It's just something that's influenced. And you can be influenced by a lie. You can be influenced by something that's not a fact. You can be influenced by outside noise. You can be influenced by trauma. So the bigger... The more the magnitude they won't look at themselves, the bigger monster they have to paint you in their story. Because that's the only way it's going to balance itself out in their mind and according to how they feel. You have to be a bigger monster than them. When people lack accountability, they have to make you a bigger monster than they are. You cannot out-monster them. Because when people lack accountability, usually they've told themselves that there's something they're not. And they've probably been around people that hype up that reality that they've created or that they've sold to people. So nobody has never really cracked that code or cracked that mirror. Because anybody that tells them otherwise, they kind of get rid of them, or they have to try to change them or manipulate them into thinking how they think about themselves. And they'll come off as strong and, very stern in how they feel about themselves. And they have to feel that way because they've created that. And that way that they feel about themselves is what keeps them, quote unquote, at peace, or keeps them balanced. But the fact of the matter is, that's just how strong the facade has to be. That's how strong the character has to be. And they will not allow you to convince them otherwise, because if you put that mirror in front of them, that'll shatter their whole identity. And people don't like when they've created an identity that's not really them to protect themselves. They do not like when you put a mirror in front of them, because it reminds them that they're consistently lying. And if they hate taking accountability, they hate being called a liar. They hate being called a liar. So they will create a world, they will create a character where they reign supreme and they look down on you. Because these type of individuals, they have to have you beneath them to feel good about themselves. They have to have you not on par with them to feel good about themselves. Because when you're even slightly ahead of them, they get insecure. And it's not even about beating anybody or erasing anybody, but if you're a person that's ambitious, if you're a person that has goals and your goals start superseding their expectations of you, if your goals start superseding their self-esteem, if your goals start superseding how they want to feel about themselves, they will find a way to chop you down. These are dangerous people to be around because their conflict is not resolved internally, it's resolved externally, which means everybody around them has to deal with their conflict. Everybody around them has to feel the wrath of them not feeling a certain way, of them not being a certain way, of reality not being a certain way, of things not functioning a certain way, you not feeling a certain way, you not grasping their identity, their character a certain way. So they will create a reality where this is all ran how they needed to run. Make sure you don't let anybody distort your reality, because the thing that these individuals don't understand is just because you refuse to acknowledge it does not mean it's not the truth. And the outcome of not acknowledging something is going to be the same even if you did. And what I mean by that, you cannot acknowledge that you're not accountable. You cannot acknowledge that you're not, a genuine person. But the outcome is still going to be the same eventually. You don't have to own up to anything. The truth is going to always prevail, and it's always going to take its toll. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you need a one-on-one phone session, the link is down below in the video description. If you need to talk, if you need to vent, if you need advice custom made and tailor fitted for your situation, make sure y'all book a session. I do all cities, states, time zones, and countries, but please do not let that deter you from booking a session. If you do not see a desired date or time, make sure y'all send me an email. That way I can get y'all scheduled, because I do after hour and weekend sessions, but they are upon request. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. Also, make sure y'all check out the performance video for Regret Radio. It is a pop song about my narcissistic experience, and it is off my pop project Supernova, which is about my narcissistic experience in its entirety. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. If you need a soundtrack to your healing, make sure y'all check out Supernova by Terrell Andretti. Also, if y'all want to donate to the channel, the links are in the video description. I got PayPal, Cash App, and Zelle. I greatly appreciate those of y'all who've been, donating. It is not a requirement, but if you feel like it's on your heart to do so, send your boy $1 for this good game. You ain't gonna miss it. And until next time, another day, another way. And you ain't gotta listen, but I know you heard me.